liar with guns on your face. You're crazy if you don't trust me.
It's quite sane to not trust somebody who does business in a dingy warehouse and points guns in your face.
I'll buy 50 now and 500 after Omar looks me in my eye and lets me know he's not gonna kill me over this deal.
Why buy any if you think that Omar might kill you for dealing behind his back?
Okay.
This guy hadn't made a deal yet and the cops were just watching him. So why did he pull his gun out and just start shooting random people? Couldn't he have just kept walking and gotten away much easier? Where the fuck was this motorcycle just parked at? I'm pretty sure it's against Atlanta PD procedure to bust shots right over an innocent person's head in pursuit of a suspect.
Valet, get out! Hey, get out!
Even if that truck could catch that BMW, with as big of a head start as that BMW had, I don't think that's happening. Would that truck have really caught on fire in the short time it took to jump through that fireball? And if so, shouldn't a fire that intense have come inside the roll down window of the driver's side and made our hero a little bit toasty?
If I'm ever gonna be Mrs. Hammer, I need him to be on board.
If Angela is really that concerned about getting her brother's approval to get married, and she knows that he doesn't like this guy, why is she with him to begin with?
Your obsession aside, there's no criminal, nobody you get to use as an excuse for ignoring the rules of engagement.
Lieutenant, this was a special...
Nobody! And especially not for some lowlife nobody's ever even seen before.
We know what he looked like when he was 9.
Oh, shut up, mate.
That picture is good enough for them to go out and identify that man with right now.
Hey! You're white! You're white!
You don't fight.
That's racist.
You're not gonna do this today. Watch out.
Ben magically moved forward a whole table before jumping this one.
Don't you got an English test today?
How does a security guard know that a random student has an English test that day? And if that group of kids are going to skip, shouldn't he be stopping the whole group and not just Ramon?
I gotta come with a different angle, because she's not gonna want me in her business. I gotta ditch this dude.
Baby, congratulations. Okay.
Immediately after saying that his sister doesn't want him in her business, James goes and breaks into her house, sits in the corner in the dark with a scully on and waits for her to get home. Then he waits for them to start getting undressed before he announces his presence. Don't that tend to get folks shot? Also, it's totally dark in the corner, but when they show James, there's a bright light shining on him. And how long was he sitting there in the dark?
Tomorrow, I'm gonna take you on a ride along. You can show me what kind of man you made of, and prove to me that you deserve somebody as special as Angela.
Now, I realize that this is a comedy, and the ride along is obviously the setup for the whole movie. But how does going on a ride along show a cop how tough a civilian is? Can James deputize Ben to make arrests and do other cop type shit? It's called ride along, not work with and alongside of.
Morning.
James!
Why didn't James just walk across the bed to get to Ben's side to begin with? James is pretty creepy.
Dude, you didn't tell me you had a car like this.
Why doesn't Ben know what kind of car James has? As much as he's all up in their house and in their business, he should know what kind of car he has.
Give me all the 126s you got today. Everything. The crazier the better. Send it straight to me.
You want 126s?
He was quite specific on that point.
It's not a sidewalk.
Well, what is that? What? That was a trunk.
Why did James just keep driving with his trunk open? And what happened to all the cars that were behind him when his trunk got popped? To get this angle, they have to be parked almost directly across from the bikers. But then from over here, James is parked way further back. Is this the same background as this?
My gamer tag is spoken in hushed terms of awe and envy. When I log on, people go crazy. Oh my God, Black Hammer's in. Black Hammer.
Shit's not real.
Oh, that shit's real. It might be digital, but it's real.
Listen, little. You were doing both. You ambidextrous.
He was definitely only using his right hand.
So I think all my strength is up here. That's why when I get done, it has to be a little heavy.
Are people at the range really that generous with their weapons and their ammo?
Radio or nothing.
Hey, what's up, boss?
This restaurant is selling barbecue meatloaf meatballs, and I bet them shits are delicious. And they got quick service too, because the dudes who was waiting in line to get some right here are gone right here. So this happened, and here my dude still got honey all over him. But where is all the dripping honey right here and here?
You ever heard of a 126?
Yeah, it's a cop code for an annoying situation nobody wants. They do it to rookies. It's a joke.
Isn't the chances of her knowing that obscure cop code pretty slim?
Then he gets on me, tries to put the cuffs on me, bam, I got honey on.
So James actually took this thing so far as to pull his gun out and point it at his longtime homie with his finger on the trigger and everything. That's dedication to the scam right there. And who paid for all that produce and shit that got destroyed? Was the store in on the gag too? Somehow I think they wouldn't be okay with that.
Hey, baby, cancel that 126. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna be offline for about an hour.
You know what? On second thought, copy that. Unit 19 en route to 551 Peachtree. Copy that.
Dispatchers in Atlanta take the direction of civilian riders along over to actual cops.
Other dude, blue jacket. They've been casing this place all week.
I think you're right this time. I need you to go to the car, call in 211.
Why was this called in as a 126 and not a possible 211 to begin with?
Atlanta Vice!
Is James simply Atlanta PD or is he Atlanta Vice? Don't people normally identify themselves as one or the other, not both? Earlier, he identified himself as Atlanta PD. Did that dude really not see him making a move to kick that big-ass table? And where was his partner at? There goes Jesse James shooting in the crowd again. If he's off just a tiny bit to the left, he shoots this guy right in the face.
You think because you're better than the average riffraff that gives you the right to do things your own way?
So what makes James better than average? He's pulled his gun in public 3 times today so far, shot it out in a crowd of people twice, shot at a valet, beat up a civilian on the hood of another civilian's car, willfully disregarded safety procedures at a shooting range that could have got people killed, not to mention the asshole shit that he's been doing to Ben and his sister all day long. If he's better than average, what the hell is the rest of the department like? This police captain should definitely not be a police captain. And James should at a minimum be getting put on administrative leave right now.
I can only cover your ass so much. So clean your shit up. Or I'll clean it up for you.
What the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Was that supposed to be a threat? You fuck some shit up and I'll take care of it for you. Sounds like how their relationship has been the whole time. I don't know what the hell kind of liquid came out of that man's body, but it sure as hell wasn't blood. Also, one of Atlanta's top cops let a civilian he doesn't even like blow a hole in a man and didn't do anything but take the gun from him. Isn't shooting people still illegal in Atlanta, especially in front of a cop?
Here, hey, mother.
Now he's worried about gun safety?
Just trying to go and
Do I gotta cuff you to the wheel?
Considering the fact that he just shot a man, shouldn't he be cuffed already anyway? There is no reason for James to be tied up right in the middle of all the action.
Who am I? Who am I?
Here, Ben is passing the car and reaching the group, but here, he's still walking. Either he's walking in place here, or he's taking baby steps. I mean, damn, I know Kevin Hart is short, but that's a little ridiculous.
You're Omar?
Why the fuck don't Miggs and Santiago instantly recognize that's not Omar? They have a picture of him on the damn wall that they see daily.
Hold up. Now hold up. I thought Omar was 6'4".
How do they know how tall Omar is supposed to be if no one has ever seen him? It's a good thing that none of these people that are looking directly at them or listening to them hear them whispering to each other. Well, they just let anybody crash their super secret arms deals nowadays, don't they? Why even point the guns at him if you're just gonna let him walk right through the crowd anyway?
Man, you got balls.
So, you Omar.
Where the hell you been for the last 2 minutes, James? You didn't figure that out when he said,
I'm Omar.
That ain't what I pictured.
why not? He looks exactly like the picture, only older.
Yeah, you think you've been looking for me, but I've been watching you. I've been following you.
So did James just become Neo, or did Omar just become Morpheus for a second? Also, if Omar has been looking for James and wanting him so badly, why did it take him stumbling into the arms deal before he reached out to him? He wasn't invited, and if it hadn't been for Ben, he wouldn't have put it together. Ben is shooting right through the steel beams right here.
Somebody pull the pin! Another one!
James, the money.
Ben, get your ass back here! What? It's not flow! Let's get out of here!
That grenade took way longer than 5 seconds to blow up. How did they get way out here in the time it took an explosion to explode?
Hey, you're gonna be okay. You lost a little blood.
If that bullet wound required a tourniquet, Ben would have bled out by now.
Santiago and Miggs, they dirty.
It's funny, they're saying the same thing about you.
Is this really the worst captain in the history? Is it good policy to tell a cop that's been accused of being dirty that they've been accused and who accused them? Shouldn't he probably wait for him to come in and then arrest him, or just kind of talk loudly at him, or whatever passes for discipline in this precinct by this captain? Angela probably should have recognized her brother's custom car right there. Oh, that's right. They didn't know what it looked like. Also, this warehouse does not look exploded here.
This is not a game.
It is actually.
Assface is correct. Are these wireless headphones or wired headphones? Because if they're supposed to be connected to something, they're not connected to them.
You can't hear that? Yeah, something's wrong.
In a movie about cops, Assface is the most deductive motherfucker in the movie.
For you to meet Assface, you gonna love it.
Hello?
Yeah, I need to speak to the Black Hammer.
Oh, no, man, you can't talk.
Do you really call someone's cell and then ask for him? Don't you just start talking with the expectation that the one that answered the phone is the person that you called? Also, after hearing bad shit happening at Ben's house and then hearing that he is incapacitated from somebody you don't know who answered his phone, shouldn't the next phone call from Assface be a panicked one straight to the cops?
Man, I can't have nothing happen to you. Angela killed me.
A little too late for that thought, ain't it, James? The time for restraint was probably 12 or so hours ago.
I know how you look now. I done seen your face.
And that means exactly what? Does he have his face on his front door or something? How does that make him easier to find?
I don't need you to come in fast.
Probably a little hard to do with a hole in his leg and under medication.
No!
Maybe keep shooting him somewhere that might actually do some damage.
You always think you're better than everybody, huh? Getting all your citations, looking down on all of us, huh? How does it feel now, huh?
Probably still good. We all like recognition for a job well done. That's something nobody can take away from us. Why the hell isn't he shooting the hell out of James right now? Why isn't James shooting the hell out of Omar right now? He's not even hiding behind Angela. You mean all that time and his gun wasn't even cocked? What the fuck?
But I ain't gonna miss your ass.
Oh. That's the best comeback Omar could come up with. Oh. Did we, the audience, really need that final exchange at all?